Well, it is exactly at the top of the hour. Welcome to KBC's Lunchtime News. You're just in time for the latest here in the country and beyond our borders. My name is Abdiaziz Hashim, the sign language interpreter. At the bottom end of the screen is Byron Obuli. Talk to us on our social media platforms at KBC Channel 1. And quickly, we want to take you live to Kitui. Following that, particular leaders from Kitui and Garissa counties have signed a peace accord that has seen normalcy return in the bordering areas and the opening of blocked roads. This is after a conflict between Garissa camel herders and Kitui farmers erupted, leaving 15 people from both communities dead this week. The conflict was further escalated by killing of a grade 7 learner in Kitui by alleged camel herders. However, the camel owner who was arrested in Nairobi County is said to have agreed to compensate for the life lost. Our reporter Giverson Mine is currently in Ukasi, Kitui County, where he joins us now live. Giverson, good afternoon. If you can hear me, what is the latest from that particular end?
And good afternoon, Abdi Hashim from KBC at the Broadcasting House. I am in a place called Ukasi. This is just about 60 kilometers from Mwingi and about 135 kilometers to the other way side of the Garissa town. And here at Ukasi is where the communities and the national government administration officials are sitting behind me in a peace meeting. This is after a conflict that erupted between the farmers in Kitui County and the camel herders in Garissa County. They had a conflict and about 15 people have been killed. And another incident of a grade 7 learner was killed in a place called Kadhungu. We are going to visit that particular place at a later time. But here, without even wasting much time, I want to speak with a local here who is a senior citizen and a member of this community, Dr. Caxton Munyoki, just to tell us what has been ongoing here. Karibu sana daktari, and thank you so much for making your time. There has been a conflict here, but what is the situation currently?
Oh, well, now I can speak with certainty that the situation is calm now. People are really going about their own chores, and the transportation is resumed. There's no problem now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you had told me earlier that the leaders of Kitui and Garissa counties, these are the governors of both counties, a day before yesterday, they came at a place called, at Ngoni, and they signed a peace accord. Can we confirm that now we have a peace accord between these two counties?
Well, let me start by saying I'm quite happy, and I want to thank the governor for Kitui, Dr. Malombe, and the governor for Garissa, Jama, because they led a delegation of the security personnel from their respective counties, and both counties came up with a situation of calming the locals. An agreement was reached where both sides accepted their mistakes had been done and that normalcy had to be restored. And this was, to me, a Solomonic decision. We want to thank them for that.
But the locals here in Kitui are still bitter. You know, maybe the anger will go away with time, but they're still so bitter. They say the members of this community have been arrested by police because of, the looting. But the members of, people who are alleged to have done these arsonist attacks on the other side of Garissa have not been arrested.
Well, it's obvious that when you get a situation which is as fluid as it was, I mean, the locals feel that once beaten, twice shy. I mean, it has happened before, and they have been promised that the situation will be calm, but they keep on being suspicious. However, they are very positive, and the leaders have done a fantastic job of calming them down. And this time, I can foresee a lasting solution by people getting to accept, to forgive, and to forge forward. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And finally, from me, Daktari, this meeting, one of the challenges here will be to sustain this peace deal that we have between these two counties. Mm-hmm. This will be the biggest challenge. Do you think, is this the right track? Are we in the right track now? These peace barazas, peace meetings, are we going, do you think they will sustain this peace accord?
Well, it's my honest opinion that we are moving the correct direction, because we had to start with the senior county managers sitting down and agreeing on the situations. Way forward now is all the villages around the border people will have to sit down and agree to forgive each other and forge a unity. Because you see, well, it's already done. The mistakes have been done. But there must be a future. People can not live in uncertainty, confusion. They have to forge for a living. The situation is that I think the way of getting the people to own up to the situation of peacemaking is the best way forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Daktari. And that is Caxton Munyoki. Of course, he's a former managing director at the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. And he's talking to us about what is going on here. And if I'll let you, my camera person, Alvin, to show you the pictures. These are local area members here in Ukasi. And of course, they're coming here. And what they're waiting is they're waiting for the area regional or the area DCC to come and address them. And on the other side, you will see the area chiefs and the assistant chiefs. They are waiting there for their boss to come and address this particular meeting. And so this is where we are. And just a few meters from where I am standing is the road, Mwingi-Garissa Road. And I tell you, when that child, grade 7 child was killed, that road was barricaded. And there was the transport corridor was cut off between Garissa and going all the way to Nairobi. So there was nothing much going on here. The bus from the Garissa were cut from the other side. They had to stop because of the violence. And of course, a fire was lit here and nothing was going on. But now things have returned to normalcy. And of course, after this, I'm going to visit the area of a place called Kadhungi and to try and get in touch with the mother of that child who was killed and tell me how they've been able to, of course, move on after the killing of her child. Back to you, Abdi Hashim, in studio.
Well, thank you so much. That is our very own Giverson Miner currently in Kitui. We'll be telling you how that particular meeting will progress and, of course, visiting the family that has just lost a grade 7 learner. We'll be telling you more in our subsequent bulletins. Still in connection to the Kitui-Garissa clashes, burial preparations are underway for the 7 people who were killed in an attack at the Kwakamari area in Seikuru, Mwingi North constituency, Kitui County. This even as non-locals in Garissa County are calling out a section of the political class for inciting violence instead of calling for peaceful coexistence after the killings in Garissa and Mwingi.